didn't shatter all at once. There was no sudden goodbye, just little cracks in every promise and distance in your eyes. You stopped asking how I was, stopped holding me that way. I felt the end before it came, but I begged it all to stay. I told myself it was just time that love would find its way, but truth has a quiet voice and mine was learning what to say. My heart broke slowly, day by day, in moments you didn't notice and words you didn't say. My heart broke slowly while I try to believe that loving you was worth the pain of losing pieces of me. I learned to read your silence like a language made of fear. Every unanswered question made the end feel near. I kept loving you louder, hoping you'd finally hear. But love shouldn't feel like waiting just to be held near. I mistook your distance for something I should fight, but love that needs convincing is already saying goodbye. My heart broke slowly in ways I couldn't see. I was holding on to forever while you were learning how to leave. My heart broke slowly, trying to understand how someone can stay beside you but never hold your hand. If I mattered like I thought I did, you would have tried to stay. You don't let love fade quietly if you wanted to stay. I don't regret the loving, I regret the delay of choosing my own healing over begging you to stay. My heart broke slowly, but it still beats today, with scars that tell the story of love that slipped away. My heart broke slowly, now I'm learning to move on. Some endings don't come suddenly, they just take too long. It didn't break in a moment, it broke in silence while I was still hoping. On cue, hide the ache behind my eyes. I learned to say I'm fine while my heart was learning how to cry. I folded every feeling in places no one sees. I became my own witness to a love that left me empty. They praise me for being strong, they don't hear the sound of a heart breaking softly, so it doesn't make a sound. I learned to cry silently when the nights got too long. I scream inside the darkness, but but my voice is always gone. I learned to cry silently with a smile on my face. I let the world believe I healed while I was still breaking in place. I memorized your absence like a habit I can't break. Every empty space you left is a wound I still awake. I stopped asking questions, I already knew the truth. You were slowly walking away while I was holding on to you. I thought if I stayed quiet, you might choose to stay, but silence only taught me how to fade away. I learned to cry silently behind locked doors and prayers. I hold my heart like fragile glass, afraid it won't repair. I learned to cry silently because loving you was pain. Some wounds don't need attention, they just live inside your name. Stayed long enough to forget myself while you forgot my pain. I learned to cry silently, but I won't forevermore. I let my tears fall freely now and finally close the door. I learned to cry silently, now I'm learning how to heal. Some hearts break without noise, but that doesn't make them less real. Tonight I let the tears fall, no more hiding in the dark. I learned to cry silently, but I'm learning how to start. The house is full of echoes from laughter we once knew. Every corner holds a moment that still feels just like you. I talk to old photographs like they might answer me, surrounded by our history, still feeling empty. They say memories keep you warm when love is gone away, but even the sweetest ones can make the coldest days. I'm lonely even with memories, they sit right next to me. Your smile lives inside my head, but your arms won't reach for me. I'm lonely even with memories of everything we were. I have your voice inside my heart, but no one calls my name anymore. I replay our favorite songs, but they don't sound the same. Every lyric feels like it knows exactly who to blame. I trace your name on window glass, then wipe it out again. Some things you try to let go of only sink deeper in. I thought remembering you would make the pain feel less, but missing you is heavier than forgetting ever was. I'm lonely just here long. I'll learn to make new moments where my heart belongs. I'm lonely even with memories, still learning how to breathe. Some hearts heal slowly, even when they still believe. I turn off the lights tonight, leave the past where it stands. I'll carry what we were, but I'll walk forward, holding my own hand. I try to be everything you said you needed me to be. I bent my edges, lost my shape, just to keep you close to me. I watched you drift away while I stayed the same, blaming my reflection every time you changed. You said I asked for too much, but I only asked for truth. Love shouldn't feel like proving I'm worthy of you. I was never enough for you, no matter how hard I tried. I gave you my whole heart, you gave me reasons why. I was never enough for you, you always wanted more. I stood at the door of forever, you were already gone. I learned to read your distance like a language I should know. Every silence said I'm leaving, but I still begged you not to go. I defended you in my head when my heart was breaking through. I kept loving you out loud while you loved me halfway too. You called it just a phase, said I was too intense, but love shouldn't feel like walking on the edge of common sense. I was never enough for you, even at my best. You took the parts that suited you and left behind the rest. I was never enough for you, now I finally see you didn't need someone to love, you needed someone to leave. If loving you meant losing me, then maybe that wasn't right. If staying made me invisible, then leaving is how I survive. I forgive myself for believing in a love that couldn't stay. I wasn't asking for too much, I was just asking the wrong way. I was never enough for you, but I will be for me. I won't shrink myself again just to make someone else believe. I was never enough for you, and that truth still makes me cry. But some hearts are meant to hold us, no matter how hard we try. I wasn't too much to love, you just didn't love me enough. still feels like you, even though you're gone. Your silence lingers louder than the words you left undone. I replay that moment when you turned and walked away. I told myself I'd be okay, but it hurts the same today. They say time heals the broken, but it doesn't heal the truth. Some goodbyes don't fade away, they just learn to live in you. Your goodbye still hurts, like it just happened yesterday. I smile, I breathe, I move along, but the pain refuses to fade. Your goodbye still hurts in the quiet parts of me. I thought I'd learn to let you go, but you still live inside my memories. I packed away your letters, but not the way you felt. Every promise you abandoned is a scar I carry myself. I see your name in strangers, hear you laugh in crowded rooms. Every step I take without you feels like walking through the truth. I don't cry like I used to, I just take instead. Some tears don't fall anymore, they stay trapped inside your head. Your goodbye still hurts when the night won't let me sleep. I trace the outline of your face in dreams I try to keep. Your goodbye still hurts, though I swear I'm getting strong. Loving you was once my home, now it's where I don't belong. If I knew there was the last time I'd hear you say my name, I would have held you longer, I would have begged you to stay. But love doesn't warn you when it's about to end, it just leaves you standing with a heart you have to mend. Your goodbye still hurts, but it doesn't own me now. I'm learning how to breathe again, even if I don't know how. Your goodbye still hurts, but I won't stay here forever. Some hearts heal slowly, but they do heal even under pressure. I loved you honestly, and that will always be true. Your goodbye still hurts, but I'm learning to live through it. I learned how to laugh at the right time, hide the cracks behind my eyes. I told the world that I was fine, while my heart was learning how to cry. You asked me how I've been lately, I said I'm okay, don't worry. But every word I didn't say was tearing pieces off of me. I became a master of pretending so no one sees the pain. Some battles aren't loud or violent, they're fought in quiet shame. I smiled while breaking inside, held myself together with lies. I kept you safe from my truth while I was falling apart in disguise. I smiled while breaking inside, so you wouldn't feel the blame. I swallowed every tear I had and called it love, called it staying. I stayed when it hurt to breathe, called patience being strong. I gave you all my honesty while you kept dragging me along. Your silence did the talking, your distance said enough, but I kept choosing you, and love was never meant to be this rough. I thought if I loved you harder, you might finally see, but love should never ask you to disappear just to be. I smiled while breaking inside, even when I couldn't stand. I held on to maybe someday with shaking hands. I smiled while breaking inside because I loved you too much to leave. I protected your heart from the truth while you slowly abandoned me. If loving you meant losing me, then maybe that wasn't right. If staying made me invisible, then leaving is how I survive. I don't regret the loving, I regret what it cost. I gave you the best of me and lost myself in the process. I smiled while breaking inside, but I won't do that again. I'll let my heart be honest, even if it ends. I smiled while breaking inside, now I choose to heal. Some scars are born in silence, but they teach us what's real. I'm done pretending I'm okay just to keep you comfortable. I'll finally choose myself. You used to say my name like it was something you'd say. Now it falls from your lips like a word you misplaced. Your eyes pass right through me like I'm standing in the rain. I'm right here still breathing, but your love forgot my name. I ask if we're okay, you say of course, don't worry. But love shouldn't feel this empty or fade out so quietly. This is love that forgot my name, still holds my hand but not my heart. I'm lying next to a stranger now, who knows my body, not my scars. This is love that forgot my name. I stayed while you slipped away. I kept loving you out loud while you loved me less each day. You stopped asking how I feel, stopped noticing my tears. You say you're just tired lately, but you've been tired for years. I memorize your distance like it's something I should learn. But love shouldn't feel like waiting for a glance in return. I bend myself into silence so you don't feel the strain, but but I won't forget my word. I was never hard to love. You just stopped seeing me first. This is love that forgot my name. Now I'm learning to let go. Some hearts don't stop loving, they just forget who they love the most. Say my name one last time, or don't say it at all. I've already learned how to walk away. I learned to smile like nothing's wrong, even when my world fell down. I swallowed every word I needed. Now I'm crying without a sound. The room still smells like your goodbye. Your shadow sleeps beside my pain. I tell myself I'm strong enough, but nights keep calling out your name. I hold my breath so no one knows how much I'm breaking deep inside. Some wounds don't bleed where others see. They only ache in silent cries. I'm crying without a sound, while the whole world moves around me. I scream inside but make no noise, so no one sees how you broke me. I'm crying without a sound, with a smile stitched on my face. I look okay to everyone, but I'm falling apart in this quiet place. Still echo in my head, like promises you never meant. I replay moments over and over, wondering where the love went. I learned how to be fine alone, how to pretend I don't care. But love shouldn't feel like disappearing just to keep someone there. They say that time will heal the pain, like just fade away, but time just taught me how to hide what I still feel every day. I'm crying without a sound, behind locked doors and tired eyes. I hold my heart so it won't shatter when your name slips through my mind. I'm crying without a sound, because it hurts too much to speak. Some goodbyes don't say a word, they just slowly weaken me. If loving you meant losing me, then maybe love was never kind. I gave you all my honesty, you left me learning how to survive. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how much I stayed for a love that faded quietly and never asked me to stay. I'm crying without a sound, but I won't stay broken forever. One day I'll let my heart be loud and choose myself over the memory of us together. I'm crying without a sound, but healing starts the same way. In the silence where I lost myself, I learned how to stay. No one hears me breaking, but I hear it every night. Built my future in your smile, dreamed in colors you designed. Every plan had your name and every prayer ended in us. You said always like a promise, like something carved in stone. I held on to every word you gave while loving you alone. I rearranged my whole life just to fit inside your days, but I was loving for a lifetime. You were loving for a phase. You were my forever. I was temporary to you. I gave you all of me while you were passing through. You were my forever. I stood where you once stood. I stayed when it was breaking. You left when it was hard to stay good. I memorized your silence, knew when something wasn't right. You stopped holding my hand like it mattered in your life. I kept defending you even when you pulled away. I was still choosing us when you had already changed. I thought love meant patience. I thought time would make you see, but forever shouldn't feel like begging someone to choose me. You were my forever. I was temporary to you. I loved you like a promise. You loved me like a truth you outgrew. You were my forever. I made room for your scars. You took what you needed from me, then left me with the dark. If I mattered even once, you would have tried to stay. You don't walk away so easily from something you wanna save. I don't hate you for leaving. I hate the lie I believed that forever was mutual when it was only me. You were my forever, but I won't be temporary again. I'll choose someone who chooses me, not just when it's convenient. You were my forever. Now I'm learning the truth. Some hearts love impermanence, some only pass through. I didn't lose forever. I lost someone who never meant to stay. Kept the light on every night, like you might change your mind. I told myself just one more day while you were leaving me behind. I learned to read between your words, to feel the truth you wouldn't say. You were already letting go while I was begging you to stay. I held on to every promise like it still meant something true, but hope can turn into a prison when it's only held by you. My heart waited too long for a love that wasn't coming back. I gave you all the time I had while you slipped through the cracks. My heart waited too long, believing you choose me. I stayed faithful to a maybe when you were already free. watch the seasons change, but nothing changed in you. You smiled like everything was fine, while my world was breaking in two. I blame myself for your distance. Thought love meant holding on, but love shouldn't feel like drowning just to prove that you belong. I mistook your silence for something I should fight, but unanswered love is still a goodbye. My heart waited too long, ignoring every sign. I gave you my forever, you gave me borrowed time. My heart waited too long, now I finally see you love the comfort of my arms, but not the soul of me. If staying was so painful, why did I refuse to leave? I thought patience was devotion, now I know it was grief. I don't regret the loving, I regret the delay of choosing myself over someone who walked away. My heart waited too long, but it won't wait anymore. I'll take back all the pieces you left on the floor. My heart waited too long, now I'm learning to heal. Some loves teach us how to break before we learn what's real. I stopped waiting for you and finally started waiting for myself. I memorized your footsteps, knew the sound of every sigh. I noticed when your laughter didn't reach your eyes. You used to hold me close, like I was all you had. Now your arms feel distant, even when you're right beside me. I asked if we were breaking, you said we're just tired, that's all. But love doesn't fade in silence without someone letting it fall. I stayed while you changed, held on when you let go. I kept believing in us long after you stopped believing in me. I stayed while you changed, fought for what we were. You walked ahead without looking back, while I was still trying to learn. I learned to read your silence like a language I never chose. Every unanswered question cut deeper than you know. I gave you all my patience, called it love, called it fate, but I was the only one still trying to make us stay. You found a different version of the life you wanted to live, and I was left behind with all the love I had to give. I stayed while you changed, ignored every sign. I told myself your distance was just a phase in time. I stayed while you changed, lost pieces of my heart. Loving you became a war, I was fighting alone from the start. close to you, who you're meant to be. I stayed while you changed, but I'm learning to let go. Some people grow in different ways, and some goodbyes just moving slow. I didn't lose you, I lost the version who loved me the way I loved you. You stopped saying my name like it meant something to you. Your eyes looked right through me like love didn't know what to do. We used to talk till the sunrise, now silence fills the room. I felt you slipping away, but I didn't know how to stop you. I asked if something was wrong, you said nothing at all, but your heart had already left before the truth could fall. Your love faded quietly, without a sound or a fight. I stayed holding on to maybe while you were already goodbye. Your love faded quietly, like a song losing its tune. I was still singing your name when your heart stopped beating for me too soon. I learned how to read your distance in the space between your words. You touched me like a stranger, and it hurt more than being hurt. I kept loving you louder, hoping you'd finally hear. But love shouldn't feel like proving you still want me here. You smiled like everything was fine while I was breaking inside. I would have fixed what was broken if you hadn't already decided to hide. Your love faded quietly, no closure, no goodbye, just empty arms and questions. You still keep me up at night. Your love faded quietly, and I was the last to know. I held on to what we were long after you let go. If I mattered half as much as I needed you to care, you would have fought to save us instead of leaving me there. I don't hate you for leaving, I just hate the way you stayed long enough to make me believe, then slowly walked away. Your love faded quietly, but my heart broke out loud. I lost myself loving someone who was already gone. Your love faded quietly, now I'm learning to be strong. Some endings don't shatter suddenly, they slowly teach you to move on. You didn't stop loving me all at once, you just loved me less and less until there was nothing left. When the lights go out and the world feels still, I pretend I'm stronger than I really am. I smile all day like I'm doing fine, but my heart only breaks when it's just me and time. Your name lives quietly in the back of my mind. I swear I'm moving on, but I'm lying every night. I hold my breath so no one hears the way my chest caves in. I learned how to survive the day, but not the nights without you in them. These are the tears I hide every night when no one's watching me fall apart. I whisper your name into the dark, like you're still listening to my heart. I'm okay in the morning light, but the truth comes alive in the dark. These are the tears I hide every night, still loving you from where you are. Your side of the bed still feels like home, even though I know you're not coming back. I replay every goodbye, trying to fix the past. And love was enough, you'd still be here, not just a memory I can't outrun. They tell me time will heal the pain, like it's that simple to forget. They don't hear the silent scream or feel the weight I carry in my chest. These are the tears I hide every night, behind locked doors and tired eyes. I hold myself so I don't break, missing you in ways I can't explain. I'm okay when the sun is bright, but I fall apart when it's just my heart. These are the tears I hide every night, proof I loved you more than words could start. If you ever wonder what we could have been, just know I gave you everything and lost myself within. I don't hate you, I just miss who I was before love taught me how to hurt this much. These are the tears I hide every night, so calling you my home inside. I let the pain wash over me, because it's all that's left of you and me. Someday I'll sleep without the ache, someday my heart will learn to heal, but tonight I'm still awake. The tears I hide but deeply feel. When morning comes, I'll smile again, but the night will know where I've been. Shoes by the door, still covered in yesterday. I watched the silence fill the room when you walked away. No last words to hold, no tears for me to see, just the sound of my heart breaking in the space you left in me. I asked myself 1,000 times, what did I do wrong? But love shouldn't feel like begging to be held for long. You left without looking back, like I was easy to forget. I stayed with all the memories you didn't regret. You left without looking back while I was falling apart. You took everything you needed and left me your shadow and scars. you might call someday. I read our old conversations just to feel okay. I learned how to sleep alone on your side of the bed. Every promise you ever made plays inside my head. I gave you more than love, I gave you all of me, but you walked away so easily, like I was nothing to keep. You left without looking back, didn't see me break inside. I was holding on to forever while you were already goodbye. You left without looking back, and I'm still standing here, trying to find myself again through the pain you left me with. If I mattered even once, would you have stayed a little longer? Or was I just a chapter you were done with after all? I would have fought the world for you, but you chose the door. Some goodbyes don't say a word, they just hurt forevermore. You left without looking back, now I finally understand. I loved you with my whole heart, you only held my hand. You left without looking back, and I won't chase you now. I learned to walk away from love that never knew how. I didn't lose you, you lost the one who would have stayed no matter what. No matter what. I stayed when the nights grew colder, when your words cut deeper than truth. I carried your weight on my shoulders, afraid I'd be nothing without you. I smiled through cracks in my heart, said I'm fine like it was a prayer. I gave you the best of who I was, while forgetting I was even there. I bent my dreams to fit your world, silenced my own voice for your peace. I thought love meant losing myself, now I know what it costed me. I loved you more than myself, more than my tears, more than my pain. I chose you every single time while I was fading away. I loved you more than myself, and you never had to choose. You kept your heart safely guarded while I broke mine, loving you. Your silence spoke louder than promises. Your distance felt closer than true. I learned how to beg in my head for the love you never proved. I waited for crumbs of affection, called it hope, called it fate, but love shouldn't feel like survival. I heard this much to stay. I gave you my trust like a vow, believed you'd never let me fall, But you watched me break apart and did nothing at all. I loved you more than myself, more than my fears, more than my pride. I defended you in my heart, even when you crossed every line. I loved you more than myself, and now I finally see you love the way I adored you, not the person I used to be. Yeah, if loving you meant disappearing, then maybe that wasn't love. If losing me was so easy, then I was never enough. I forgive myself for believing in a version of you that was kind. I was loyal, I was honest, you just weren't mine. I loved you more than myself, but I won't do that again. I'll choose my heart, I'll choose my healing over loving in pain. I loved you more than myself, now I'm learning to breathe. Some loves teach us how to break, so we learn who we should be. I didn't lose love, I lost someone who never knew my worth of love. You didn't leave all at once, you just stopped calling my name. Your replies got shorter, your I love you didn't sound the same. You forgot the little things first, the way I'd say my teeth. Then one day you forgot what loving me used to. I watched you drift from where I stood, still reaching out for you. I was fighting for the both of us while you were halfway through. You forgot me slowly, like I was easy to lose. One day less important, one day easier to choose. I stayed the same, still loving, while you were letting go. You didn't break my heart at once, you forgot me slowly. I kept excusing every silence, calling distance time. I told myself you'd come around if I just stay kind. You laughed and found new reasons, your dreams stopped including me. I was living in the past while you were already free. I learned to read between the lines of every word you didn't say. You left me standing in the middle while you quietly walked away. You forgot me slowly, like love was something to outgrow. I was still holding on to us when you already knew. I memorized your leaving before I knew you go. You didn't shatter me, yeah. One night you forgot me slowly. If love fades quietly, why does it hurt so loud? I loved you with my whole heart, you love me just enough. You forgot me slowly, until I didn't recognize myself. I gave you all my everything, you kept for someone else. Now I'm learning how to heal from what you took from me. You didn't say goodbye forever, you forgot me slow. I learned to fix my face before I leave, like nothing's wrong at all. I answer fine so easily, I barely hear myself fall. The mirror knows I haven't slept, but it keeps my secret safe. I wear my strength like makeup now, so no one sees the break. I swallow every word I need to say, pretend I'm doing okay. I save my crying for the dark where no one hears me pray. My tears learn to hide behind a practiced smile. I learned how to breathe through pain and stay strong for a while. I loved you louder than I should. You left without a sign. Now my heart is breaking silently, and my tears learn to hide. Your name still lives inside my chest, like it never moved out. I replay almost every unspoken doubt. They say I'm healing, getting better. They say it shows in time, but healing feels a lot like lying when I'm barely alive. I don't cry where people see, I don't fall apart in crowds. I save my weakest moments for when I'm alone and loud. My tears learn to hide in the cracks of every day. I laugh a little louder now, so no one hears the ache. I gave you everything I had, you gave me goodbye. I'm still loving you in silence, and my tears learn to hide. If pain could speak in colors, mine would fade to gray. I learned how to disappear in the things I couldn't say. My tears learn to hide, but my heart remembers how to feel. I survived the nights you left me in, but the scars are real. If strength is learning how to stand in while falling inside, then I became the strongest version of the girl whose tears learned to hide. One day I'll cry without shame, let the truth fall from my eyes. But tonight I'll keep pretending and let my tears stay hidden inside. The door closed softer than I expected. No echo, no goodbye. Your name stayed hanging in the hallway, like it never learned to die. I folded all your old t-shirts, still smelling like your skin. I told myself I'd let you go, but I never really did. You left with all your reasons, I stayed with all my blame. I loved you through the silence even when you never came. I kept loving after you left, when the world told me to move on. I held your memory in my chest, like a place I still belong. You found peace in being distant, I found pain and staying true. I kept loving after you left, and it slowly ruined me too. I defended you in conversation you weren't part of anymore. I made excuses for your absence like I had done before. I replayed our last forever, trying to fix the end. But some loves don't break all at once, they just stop being friends. I learned how to wait in silence, how to smile through the ache. I was faithful to a memory you already escaped. I kept loving after you left, through the nights I couldn't sleep. I carried all the love we had while you set yourself free. You never asked me to stay here, but I didn't know what else to do. I kept loving after you left, like my heart still belonged to you. If love is meant to let go, then I failed in every way. I loved you like a promise, you didn't plan to stay. I kept loving after you left, until loving felt like pain. I lost myself between the hole and learning not to wait. Now I'm learning how to breathe again without reaching for you. I kept loving after you left, now I'm learning how not to. I don't love you like I used to, but part of me still stays in the girl who loved you endlessly after you walked away. I was learning all your shadows, still memorizing your scars. I thought we were just beginning, didn't know we'd fall apart. I gave you my quiet mornings, my nights, my fragile truth. I didn't see the ending coming, I was still choosing you. You said stay, but you were leaving. Your words never match your eyes. I held on to every promise while my heart learned how to cry. I broke in the middle of loving you, right where my hope still lived. My hands were full of our future, but you had nothing left to give. I didn't stop loving you, I just ran out of strength to stay. I broke in the middle of loving you, and you walked away. I defended you in silence, even when it hurt the most. I made excuses for your distance, called your absence growth. I kept the light on every night, like you might change your mind. But loving you felt like drowning, slowly running out of time. I was begging without speaking, when my heart still believes. I lost myself between your words and the truth I couldn't see. Now I'm picking up the pieces of who I used to be. I broke in the middle of loving you, and that's the part that lives in me. Don't regret the way I love. I regret that I stayed so long, trying to hold us together when I was the only one. The house still knows your footsteps, even though you're gone. Your side of every conversation is where I come undone. I keep my phone face down at night, like silence won't hurt as bad. But every unanswered message feels like the worst goodbye I've had. You don't have to say you're leaving, your silence already did. I hear everything you never say in the way you disappear. Your absence is louder than words, it screams in every room. I hear you in the quiet, like a broken distant tune. You never said you stopped loving me, but you don't have to explain. Your absence is louder than words, and it's calling out my name. I replay the last I love you, trying to feel it again. Was it already fading? Did I imagine it? I tell myself you're just busy, the time will bring you back. But hope sounds different now, when it's dressed up as a lie. I learned how to read between the lines of everything you don't say. You live without a goodbye, but somehow I still stayed. Your absence is louder than words, it breaks me every night. I argue with your silence until morning turns to light. You don't have to explain you're leaving, or pretend you didn't change. Your absence is louder than words, and it echoes in my pain. If silence is a language, then you said enough. You walked away so quietly, but it shattered us. Your absence is louder than words, now I hear it everywhere. In the songs we used to love, in the empty space you left there. I don't ask you to come back, or tell me why you turned away. Your absence is louder than words, and then it's all you have to say. I still listen for your footsteps, even though I know the truth. Some goodbyes don't need voices, they just leave